Welcome to the Minnesota Radio Show, and here's your host, Curtis Ward.
Good evening, everyone. This is Curtis Ward. Yes, I am back after a long-awaited time. Just wanted to update you here. The Curtis Ward interviewee show is no longer. Guy by the name of Jonathan Flax came to me, and he's from Up North Studios. He asked me if I would be the new host of the Minnesota Radio Show. So this is the first of many shows, and tonight we have a very special guest in our studio by the name of Garrison Keillor. You might have heard of him. I'm so excited to introduce you to him, and also tonight we'll end the show with a new hit single by the Country Boys, so I'm excited. So let's get this show on the road, shall we? I want to introduce you to a very dear friend of mine, Garrison Keillor. Garrison, how are you?
I'm doing excellent. I thank you for having me as the guest on your very first broadcast of the Minnesota Radio Show.
So you're going to update us on news from your hometown, is that correct?
Yes, it's been a quiet week in Lake Wobegon, Minnesota, my hometown, out there on the edge of the prairie. I was walking down the street earlier this week, and I happened to catch Pastor Inkfist before she had gone into the sidetrack tap to meet up with the choir. And normally what they do there in the sidetrack tap on a Tuesday afternoon is you'd think that they would get together and practice choir for upcoming Sunday service, but in fact all they do is they get a little rowdy. They proceed to drink excessively, and I always thought that it was funny. A woman of the cloth just casually going out drinking with her friends. But I wouldn't set it past anyone in Lake Wobegon. It's always been a dreary time of the year for us all, with the cold climates and the snow-covered trees. It's that time of year, the Christmas time of spending your Saturdays filled with Christmas cookies and the overeating and of course Grandma's sweet potatoes and also with all the in-laws and family members that you don't really want to see. We get people coming from all over the state to come spend the day with their family from the north. And it's very interesting that they find spending time with the northern family members to be a joyous time, but really inside they're all thinking to themselves, why on earth did we decide to have Christmas Eve here at Aunt Ruth's house when we could go down to Florida to go visit Grandma and Grandpa? And it's very interesting here in Lake Wobegon. We have lots of strangers during this time, lots of strangers out shopping, trying to get the best deals. You see them walking, and you can tell they're from out of town because they're always in a rush. See, here in Lake Wobegon, nobody's ever in a rush to go anywhere because, frankly, nobody cares to go anywhere. But anyways, they find themselves shopping last minute usually. Cousin George will try to get all of his Christmas shopping done the day that he arrives in Lake Wobegon, and for us it's a humorous time to try to just watch them. We people watch on the sidewalk there next to the sidetrack tap, and as we're doing this, we we observe all the outsiders' peculiar behaviors, and we just sit back and enjoy them watching, just getting upset at all the traffic and all the slow walkers on the sidewalks there. And it gives us a appreciation of small town life, because frankly small town life is nothing like the big city life, like all the people from the Big Apple and from Minneapolis. And see, they're so used to just moving as fast as they can, and it's just a time for us Lake Wobeganians to sit back and just appreciate that we can sit here and observe the quote unquote common man, as they would refer to themselves as, and we just get a taste of what their real life is like, because frankly up here in Lake Wobegon, this is more a fantasy world to them, and so it's just a great time of the year for us all. See, these people, they would rather be anywhere else but here. They can't, are still trying to figure out why they have to be in this small northern Minnesota town covered in ice and snow. And the Gustafsons, they have yet to get out their big plow trucks and plow the main roads, and all the side roads are covered in about 1.5 feet of deep of snow. Most of the storekeeps here, they haven't shoveled in front of their stores other than just enough to unlock and open the doors. See, we don't like doing things so much here in Lake Wobegon. We don't like rushing places, and whereas these big city time people, they always rush places, rush to the to the stores, or rush getting presents on Christmas Eve. Where here in Lake Wobegon, we don't rush to work. We find that we walk very slowly and drive very slowly to work, because frankly we don't consider work to be work. We consider work to just be another part of our weekly ritual, and it's just part of our daily life. So here, Lake Wobegon, we love this seasonal Christmas time celebration. Getting excited for the midnight service at the Lutheran Church. Pastor Ringfist is gonna have it candle lit, and it's just the small things like that we really appreciate. Well, that's the news from Lake Wobegon, Minnesota, where all the women are strong, all the men are good looking, and all the children are above average.
Thank you, Garrison. I appreciate you sharing your stories of your town, and just gives us a little mindset to think about what we should really appreciate the small town life.
Yes, thank you. I really appreciated being the guest on your show tonight, and just wish you and the rest of the listeners tonight a Merry Christmas.
Yes, and Merry Christmas to you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce the Country Boys hit single. It is entitled Country Boys. Hope you enjoy it, and I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good night, Minnesota.
Road in my pickup truck. I had a dip in my mouth and a gun on my side. Damn, I'm tough. 'Cause we country boys. We country boys. Tell you about a story about this girl I once knew. She was 15 and I was 22. I was an adult, so she was into me. I could buy her cigs and a tin of chew. Country boys, country boys. I like NASCAR, I like it a lot. I wear my cut-off flannel and cut-off jeans. Have a tin of chew in my back left pocket. Country boys, country boys. I like trucking too. Country